Welcome, everybody. This is Unrefined, and we are casting the U of L versus Michigan game. Believe this is playoffs for them, so we have U of L on the order side, blue, and Michigan on the right, and Chaos in red. So, first band coming out is Set from U of L, Odin band out. Last week we saw U of L get totally obliterated by Set Mid, and it was disgusting. Odin, very natural, very normal. Morgan band coming out. Morgan's been getting a lot of attention lately, and I actually enjoy that. One of the only pentas I have ever had is on Morgan. Persephone band, they understand who Rice Master is. I like it. That's a very targeted band. You don't see Persephone really paid attention to very much. So, I think at this point, U of L is deliberating on their last band before the first round of picks. And they go with Morgan Le Fay. Not a Tiamat band, which we have been seeing um, a lot out of U of L, even in the first pick column. So maybe a little something. Tiamat band. And Geb first pick. They got that Geb open and they picked it for themselves. I like it. So let's see where Michigan goes. They have to deal with a Geb this game, either in support or solo. And they go Kepri Artio. Very interesting. Artio, most definitely, one of the most annoying gods I think I have ever seen in my life. Beside Kuzenbo himself. Why are the most annoying gods guardians? Well, you also have Arachne, probably is number three. So, Cerberus Ho Yi. I highly doubt this is a support Cerberus, so super numbers going to that Ho or Cerberus again. I love it. He does amazing on it, even though he doesn't really like Guardians. I have enjoyed seeing him on a Warrior though. Ho Yi for Synth over in that ADC role. Um, I don't really like Ho Yi right now. There are much better picks he could have gone with, but I think that they are going with a game plan that they have, and I would assume that Ho Yi fit into the team comp that they have in mind. Um, my only assertion is there are much better hunters that do basically the job that you want him to do, and they do it better. Um, but that's just me. He's going with Ho Yi, and it's a Hachiman. But you saw so many things open. You have the Ul, the Cupid, the the Danzaburo, the Heimdall. Like you have so many ADC picks open, and this is a game we won't see any ADC bans, no Hunter bans because they are both picked. Thanatos ban coming out from Michigan. They have seen, I believe it's Michigan that has seen Binky on a Thanatos, and it was one time it did amazing, one time it did not do amazing. Tsukiyomi ban, very normal. I like to see Tsukiyomi ban. He's very annoying with his ranged nonsense that he has going on. Pele ban. We haven't seen Binky on Pele in a long while, but when he did it, he 1v2'd, 1v3'd, and still came out with at least one kill most of the time before dying. He's very good on it, and I enjoy seeing a good Pele ban. And we have a Hoonbots ban, which is I haven't seen him pick too much, but it's just a big annoying team fight ultimate that you don't want to deal with. You don't want to go up against. So send it out, you know? Let's see. They need a mid jungle, and they both need a mid jungle. Um, what do we think? Kamazatz is open. Um, Nemesis. Cthulhu is still there. Interesting that we haven't seen any attention paid to Cthulhu. And a Vulcan. Okay, Binky going straight to the Robin. Like, no hesitation there. He's like, I'm playing Robin. Not bad. I think the Robin will be able to get shut down. I don't think Robin's in a fantastic place right now, but Um, he can do well if you get him ahead. The minute he falls behind, he's not great. Um, I don't know. I mean, Loki's still there. You got, oh my goodness, so many junglers they could play. Susano. Um, Soul picked up for the Rice Master. I love it. I absolutely love it. Haven't seen Soul too much, but with Rice Master picking it up, I'm enjoying myself. So, let's see where are they gonna go? They need a jungler. Got Loki, got a Bastet, Camazotz. I mean, if you a Wheelish, that's interesting. You're gonna probably sit on this Hoyi again. Last time we saw Synth on the Hoyi, he was sat on by the Sawilish. You guys need to switch before time runs out. You guys need to switch before time runs out. I don't want to see Synth playing again. I don't think that would be dope. Okay. So it may be, and I'm hoping it is, a observer bug. And they did switch and everything will be fine. If not, we're going to have to remake the lobby. But either way, looking at the team comps, got some really good big circles coming out for UofL. We got the Gab ult, the Cerberus ult. You got initiation from your support and your solo lane. Robin will do his best to get into the back and hit those squishies, hit the Vulcan. Vulcan not very mobile, so that will probably be his main target. Hachiman has his trusty steed to get away in his ultimate. So I'm not sure if I see a whole bunch of opportunities to hit this Hachiman unless he uses his ult, uses his beast and his Aegis, and then Robin jumps on him. I don't really see a world where that happens, but it could. We might see it. All I know is Rice Master is gonna have to be, and I know that he will. He knows how to do it. He knows how to position safely. He is quite good at positioning, I'll have to admit. I want to say, because Vulcan has only been brought out one time before, and I want to say it was by Michigan. I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to really go back and look through my videos. But if it's the Vulcan, if this is the same team pulling Vulcan out again, they did amazing well on it. I thought the Vulcan was going to have so many problems with positioning, with getting dove on, not being mobile. He does have a knock-up for his self-peel, a short backfire to get away, and a big circle that you can just cast on yourself. It takes forever to land, though, and that's what I don't like about his ultimate. He does so much damage, though. And I mean, of course, you can't deny the Capri ult. Artio running people down, being obnoxious. She's probably going to stick to this Hoyi. She's going to stick to the Soul. And possibly even the Robin. And that's just going to be her job. Be annoying as all get out. And she does it very well. I hate Artio so much. Capri is just basically going to be there going, hey, I can get a root. You're diving on my carry. I'm going to pluck you. My teammate's about to die. Here's my ult. That's basically all Capri does, and he does it really well. Wheelish is going to be looking for this Hoyi every time. Robin is CC immune in his jump. I doubt that they'll be pulling a Cerberus out of his jump. Maybe trying to get knockups. Wait, they didn't. Oh, hey, maybe they're doing some role swaps. I don't know. Let's see. See if I remember all my keys. There we go. It's only been a minute. No, he is still on Geb. And Super is still on Oh yeah. Wonder if they realized. Let me check my... Okay. I'm gonna put everybody in their spot according to their role. Not the player, but the actual god. And we'll see how it goes. I am kind of confused. Okay. Like I said, I am kind of confused, but I know that Super Number says he was an ADC main. He plays solo because, you know, he plays solo. He can, and he does an amazing job at it. So, okay, let's just look at builds. Builds are pretty much standard. Ho Yi going for the bow build instead of into the mace tree. Focusing a little bit more on auto attacks, looks like. Mannequin Scepter for the soul, not entirely out of the question. I prefer to build soul a little bit more of a mage than straight into mannequins and bankrupt. But nice triple bounce. Love it. Bumbas, Mace, Tainted Steel, and Warriors. Not a Vampiric Shroud for the Artio. That has been nerfed. Alright, let's see if we see anything spicy here. Jungler's coming to lane. Nothing will happen. Looks like Duo is getting pushed back quite a bit. So you getting dropped on. Mid laner and jungler getting split up. Soul eating a meatball. It is that skin too. It is an actual meatball. I love it. Alright, let's see. So pretty much at this moment, just the early game farming. Ooh, but they're coming around. Blink used on a wheeler. And Robin getting flipped over. And getting chased by the Awelish. He actually gets out. And Soul trying to... Ooh, beautiful knock-up. And Rice Master will get collected in the mid lane. Stuck around for probably just a little bit too long to see what's going on over in Duo. Not too much. Geb getting hit by the roly-poly ball. First blood goes to Michigan, which I forgot to change the stuff on. Which right now we're just going to go with it. Doing this live. Since I'm very bad. Alright. Okay. Binky and Rice Master. Doing their thing. Top of the player damage goes to Hachiman and Awelish. Right now, Awelish getting the kill. Almost 2 kills, actually. So much damage put out, could have gotten 2. Rice Master not able to hit this Vulcan like he's wanting to. Vulcan's playing very properly. Not allowing himself to get punched in the head by the soul. See, Cerberus and Artio. It's natural that the Artio is going to get out traded there. Soul getting hit by a meatball. But returning some poke onto the Vulcan as well. Let's look over into the Duo lane. Honestly, like, unless there's a drastic error on the part of this skip, which is Sen, apparently. I'm gonna have to ask if that's real or if it's a bug. Ooh, bad luck on the bounce. Ooh, Geb getting plucked. Dash through and stunned. Shield goes down. He rolls out away, but that leaves Ho Yi in the middle of both of them. returns enough damage onto the Hachiman to make him not want to stay around. But it also leaves him in lane all by his lonesome. Ooh, Robin getting caught out. Ooh, misses the root, gets plucked, and gets taken out by the Wheelish. Right next to UofL's purple buff. Geb sees the Wheelish take the back harpies, which is an awesome sight to see. Soul getting poked out. Cerberus and Artio still playing patty cake. Geb left in mid. He's most likely going to hold this. Khepri does see the red buff. Has to... Oh, shields himself. I love the Sandcastle skin, by the way. Khepri does see the red buff, but Michigan decides to not try and steal it right now. Geb roll out straight into the red buff. We see Binky over on this right side. He wants to punish this Artio. Blink in, and blink in from the Cerberus. And then Binky cleans up the kill. That probably could have been a solo kill. Honestly, that Artio was so low. Not having Vampiric, I expected that to happen a lot sooner, to be honest. Alright, Crusher finished for Hachiman. Thebes finished for the Khepri, not the Geb. Soul leaving the Tiny Trinket at T1. Nice triple bounce on the Draugr, my goodness. This man knows his bounces. And goes, looks like he's going into... maybe like a Spear Desolation or Spear of the Magus. I think that's what it is called. Just wants the innate lifesteal and the mannequins at the same time from both of those items. But it is putting him behind because Vulcan already has a Chronos pendant, and that's a pretty big power spike, to be honest. What is... Khepri's just waiting there. Gets tagged by the auto. Soul eats a meatball. She's eaten a lot of Italian food against her will in this game. She's probably going to eat a lot more. Binky coming around the right side, but Michigan is going left. Don't exactly know what they're looking for. They might be looking for this red buff invade. What I expect to happen right here. Soul eats another meatball. Gotta like that Italian food. Oh, I forgot to turn that off. Slow-mo. Blink, Geb ult. But that's Vulcan beads. Vulcan ultimate as well. Goes down to Binky. And he takes no damage from it. Because he is awesome and knows how to overhead kick. Alright. Red buff defended and they grab a kill. Second one of the game for UofL. Let's go ahead and change some settings while we are doing this. Blue team is... red team is... and then scroll down to the bottom and turn that off. Cool. Oh, did I break the HUD again? Lovely. I have no idea where anybody is now. Let's see if I can I fix it? Nope. Awesome. You? All right, some more patty cake coming out in the mid lane, or in the ADC role between Ho Yi and Hachiman. Looks like Ho Yi coming out on top, but Ho Yi is the one backing up. My goodness, this is terrible. Damage. Spirit, no. Oh, there we go. We got our bars back. And that's not what I wanted to hit.
Killing spree.
Nope, not that one either. Some aggression coming out in the mid lane. Geb gets plucked. Binky dunks after a nice stun coming out from the Hou-Yi. Geb is running away from this RDO. Cerberus stunning them out. Hou-Yi ult just for zoning potential. Geb gets out. Ooh, Hachi dashes right into the Hou-Yi. Hou-Yi has to run. He does get away, it looks like. Who was there with him? Robin just walked away from his Hou-Yi. He was getting aggressed on by this Hachi. That's disgusting. Alright. Let me try to find something, see if I can fix this, because this is getting awful. La 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 la. There has to be a setting for this. Hachiman takes out the dual lane tower and gives his team the gold. Looks like he's going... Why is Geb starting the Gold Fury right now? Hachi... Oh, that's a Geb ult as well? Oh, but the Khepri ult just in time. Vulcan ult and a backfire to confirm the Geb. R. Oh. Oh, well, looks like I fixed it. Anyway, Gold Fury getting started by Michigan. Hou-Yi here to contest. Wheelish pulls and beads come out. Robin dunks onto the Hachiman in the back, confirms with an overhead kick, and he is now in trouble because he has nothing. Hou-Yi and Soul ults onto the Vulcan. Vulcan very, very low. Cerberus comes in, ultimate onto the Khepri and the Wheelish. Soul helps him confirm both. RDO left. Vulcan is still alive. Okay, that didn't fix it. So, fight going in the way of UofL, who is now 7-4 in the terms of kills. Net worth, top is Binky, naturally. RDO being stunned out, and UofL destroys. Vulcan ult comes in and half healths the Soul. Geb leaving, Cerberus going, just run. RDO gives a stun and walks away for whatever reason. I do that from time to time as well. So, let's see. Minimap. Oh, okay. Okay, we have it fixed. I just had to look through the page. All right. Still not fixed. Wait, it is fixed. Okay, that should be the right way. Don't move. Okay. So, the fight going in the way of UofL, I love how that went. Sorry for dealing with technical difficulties while trying to cast at the same time. It can get a little bit distracting. But the fight going the way of UofL is a huge break for them because that could have been like basically the confirmation of the snowball that Michigan is wanting to pull off here. And Soul being kept in the game, Geb being kept in the game defensively, it's huge for UofL. Some aggression going on in the mid lane, pull on Geb. Not anything coming out of it. Root, but the stone shield. Wheelish is hunting this Hou-Yi. Hunting. She wants him. But he's going to get back to his T2 tower just in time. Only one tower taken out, and Michigan is the one who did the felling of that. Wheelish taking the back RPs again. Soul coming up going, hey, those were mine. Geb is... Why are you there, Geb? He's just rolling through the... Oh, Hou-Yi and a Wheelish. Hou-Yi wanting some? Not really, just wanting to get away from her, kind of. But Wheelish coming up behind, they have to know. They have to, yeah, he sees her. Okay. Ooh, beautiful bounce. Ooh, Geb blink. He's gonna roll out right into her. Ho Yi jump is, oh, but the wheelish blink gets her away. Geb should have ult if you just do secret numbers on this Ho Yi, which is weird to say. Hachiman ult just to get damage out. Why? 1 for 0. Khepri taken off the board with his ult still intact. Which, I'm not the biggest fan of using the Khepri ult on yourself. It could have helped elongate that fight though, and help his team do some good damage. Maybe get a turnaround kill. Maybe turn it around. I don't know. Maybe stunned out and burnt before he could do anything. That's what we'll call it. Geb attempted steal. He does so much damage to that Vulcan for being a support. You're used to supports just tickling. But Wheelish and Robin. Wheelish goes for the knockout. Robin goes for the root. Robin comes out on top. Geb in a weird spot. Yeah, he's gonna get out just fine. You'll be alright. Hachiman trying to take this tower. Ho Yi saying, I don't want you to take this tower. Some aggression coming out onto this Hachiman too. Dash just in time. And the Geb ult comes out. Hachiman beads. Khepri ult onto the Wheelish, who was getting aggressed on by this Ho Yi and Geb. Now they're rotating over to the Gold Fury. They're going to grab these orbs and wait for it to spawn. Nope, they're just going to leave. Maybe get some mid-wave pressure. But with so many people backing next link, I mean, that is pretty much perfect timing to back and come back for Gold Fury. Geb, why are you backing there? Sen, we need to work on your support, son. Alright, so Michigan gathering now around this Gold Fury. ADC coming back, passing the green buff, and Gold Fury has spawned. Let's see what Desire to Hold does to contest. Gold Fury has been started. Blink ult. And he gets them off of it. Just enough. Michigan does take the Primal Fury. And Desire to Hold gets taken out in the process. Robin so deep in the back, it's chunked by the meatball and confirmed by the RDO's long stream of hatred. I don't even know what that ability is called, I just hate it. It slows you, it roots you if it hits at every tick, and it heals her at the same time for some freaking reason. So, Fury going the way of Michigan. Let's go ahead and look at the graphs because we haven't looked at it yet. Was in the favor of Michigan, then in the favor. Oh, that damage! Rice wants some. Okay, he's like, no, all right, you're gone. It's all good. Anyway, was in the favor of Michigan. Then UofL took it off the first Gold Fury. Then Michigan took it back off of the second Gold Fury. Is about 1,000 gold lead. XP is even. Let's go back to items and see if anything interesting is happening. Very auto attack build coming out from this Ho Yi, which is odd to me, but it's seeming to work for him, because if you look on the player damage charts, he's 5th, which is terrible. He's not matching the Hachiman with his, troll banner drops, but it works. Anything else? It was a Typhon's Fang and a Spear of the Magus, if I remember. Yep, I'm not completely dumb. And then let's see, anything else that's interesting? A Wheelish going for Transcendence and already has it stacked, but there is a fight going on around this Pyromancer spawn, which naturally, rotations coming around for the Sravana. Soul, man, that damage went out, but she'll be able to get it back. She has her Typhon's Fang. Are they actually pulling this? What are they doing? Okay, they have it pulled. It's half health. Only Kepri and Artio here. Let's see if they drop it. And UofL does take it. Soul ult confirms. Vulcan ult misses. Artio getting extremely low. Gets taken out by the Cerberus. But Kepri takes out the Raven in the mid lane in response. Not sure. You have a Robin who's 5, 4, and 1. Ooh, Wheelish Flank catches the soul, does a backflip, and gets her. Geb is in trouble as well. Gets knocked up and killed. Now Cerberus is probably going to die as well. Oh, and there's a sprint coming out from the Cerb. Too little, too late. Triple kill going the way of this Wheelish. Full deicide. Might look at a fire giant, because all they're missing is their Artio solo laner, and it will be a fire giant start immediately. They have to be careful. Vulcan is very low. Wheelish is low. Basically, it's just going to be Vulcan throwing meatballs over the ball and Hachi damage. And an ultimate way too early from the Vulcan just to do more damage, I suppose. And a backfire through the wall. Michigan takes the fire giant with no contest because everybody else was dead. Pridwin finished for the Geb. A Stone of Foul for the Kepri. That's or Stone of Binding, not a foul. Jeez, I'm bad. Void Stone, Genji's Pridwin. Going into, what would that build into? Breastplate for servers? I don't know. Alright, let's see. Dominance, most likely the next item to be bought on this Wheelish. Wind Demon, Dominance next for both ADCs. Ho Yi trying to get aggressive. Hachiman ult coming out and he trolls him by spinning him around. The shot does not go off and Hachiman ult is used. Soul getting aggressed on by 3 in the mid lane. You should probably just give up your tier 1. But she's got 3 rotating in from the right as well. No more contest on their mid lane for right now because they have a beautiful Geb. But Hachi is there, Wheelish is there, Artio's there. That's a 5-man grouping from Michigan, and they are pressuring towers now. And they will take the T2 because that is melting fast. They do have Fire Giant though, so it's smart for UofL just say, okay, we'll, you know, let you take some towers. This Gold Fury, questionable, but they didn't really have too much of a choice. They were kind of there, thinking about it, now they're running. Soul has to be careful though. That a Wheelish hunting her. Alright, so tier 2 tower in the duo lane being looked at as well. Pinky over there saying, I want a speed buff. Because, you know, that's what Junkles do. Say, speed buff, please. Wheelish. Good try to bounce. Pull on a Ho Yi. Gets his beads immediately. Good reflexes from the ADC of super numbers. I never thought I'd be saying that. It's highly unlikely that you're going to be aggressing right there, so just making it so she won't lazy back. But I mean, what else are you really going to do? Just set up around this Pyromancer, looks to me. Anything else interesting? Deathbringer start for Hachiman. He wants those crits to hit a lot more and a lot harder. Yes, Ho Yi needs to get that dominance finished. See, anything else? Bomba's dagger already finished for the Wheelish. Soul picking up the blue buff. Alright. Wheelish going deep in the territory, sitting in, stopping the back of the Geb. But Geb says, no, don't think so. Cerberus backing also. Not entirely sure. Was that the T1 in solo that just went down? You have Super Numbers looking to push left, try to get some gold for his team, but he will back in belief that Michigan was going to push a Phoenix, which they are not. They're going to go grab their Pyro, go back to base, and set up for this Fire Giant push yet again. The Fire Giant dance. I mean, UofL is now in a spot where there's really not all that much farm for them to get. There's not a whole bunch of opportunities except for the fights and these objective contests to grab a bunch of farm. The farm has been stripped very effectively. There, you see Binky here trying to get something on spawn just to make sure that he gets some kind of gold to finish this. Well, he finished his Erendite, so. But he is behind a starter and 2/3 of another item, so he is quite far behind in items. And speaking of, it's almost a 10,000 gold lead in Michigan's favor, which has been pushed quite hard. Michigan looking to poke out. How did he not get that completely? Geb being aggressed on, but Cerberus jumps right into the back. Robin gets taken out solo by the Wheelish. Ho Yi ult, Cerberus ult, Vulcan ult. My goodness. Hachi's back there. He's getting chunked as well, but he's putting out a bunch of damage, and Khepri ult gets popped onto the Hachi. Cerberus jumps. Ho Yi jumps, confirms the kill. It is a 4 for 2 for Michigan. UofL was looking at the big targets once, putting out a lot of damage, and they did everything that they could do, but the health bars in the end just go the way of Michigan. And I think it's the item differences. Charon's coin so late for this soul. 1 stack on the Charon's coin. That is, ow. That just hurts. Like, you gotta imagine that could have been already stacked completely, but getting that Spear of the Magus online is very important as well. Mid lane Phoenix going down for Michigan. Michigan just says, okay, you guys are all dead except for Soul, and Soul's 2 can't really step up and contest this, so we are going to take your mid lane Phoenix and then back and get ready for yet another team fight once everybody is back up and healthy, and we will try to win again. Whole bunch of damage coming out for both carries and the jungler from Michigan. That is a lot to deal with. And you got Ho Yi, who's not that far behind, about 5k, just over 5k behind player damage wise from the Hachiman. But you got Soul, who is 6k, 6,500 player damage down. Cerberus here to contest the Fire Giant, jumps in prematurely. He didn't want to. Vulcan ult goes down, dies before he can. UofL takes it off of the Geb, blink, ult, and stomp, and the Soul doing what Soul does. Sitting in the big bubbles. Vulcan looking for some damage, gets jumped on twice. Super Numbers gets the kill. Geb gonna go down. Look, nope, taking a lot of damage though. Soul, my goodness, Super Numbers doing work there. So UofL comes away with the Fire Giant and a 3 for 2 trade. That went probably the best it could have gone. You know, besides a full team wipe, but I mean, with the health bars left of, you know, and it's an Artio. I mean, can you really expect to kill an Artio? But it's now, what do they do with it? They have 3 members with fire, both of their carries, which is actually a very good thing. And you already have your Cerberus back because he died so early in that engagement. Going straight to the Gold Fury. I believe this is going to be a primal. Yes, it is. I'm trying to remember my colors. and it will go without contest. Like, I don't even think that Michigan cares at this point. Their Vulcan's pretty much full build. He just has a starter left to upgrade. Ardio's full build. Wheelish is full build. Everybody else is close. So yeah, it looks like they're just going to take all of the gold they possibly can to get some of these items closer. Cerberus just has a starter item left. Binky's going into a defensive item. Don't know what defensive item he'd be going though. Honestly, Breastplate of Valor maybe to cap off his CDR, but that's a lot of. That's 30%. I believe Breastplate gives 20, so that would be overcapping CDR. That would be bad. Breastplate also coming out for Geb, who has Pestilence. Deathbringer also coming out for the Hoagie. Those still have to be finished. Sold an entire item just missing from her build, and it is a Spectral Armor. Yeah, it's 3 Spectral Armors on the side of... Wow, I can't believe I forgot that Spectral was in that tree. So 3 Spectral Armors coming out for UofL, which is very intelligent. We only see 1 on the side of Michigan over on Ardio. And T1 Tower is being sieged. Like, at 30 minutes in the game, if you're still having to siege a T1 Tower, something has happened. Vulcan ult coming in. Soul gets chunked. That's Aegis coming out from Ho Yi. But this Ardio is chasing. And you have to turn around and fight. Like, you can't not fight. You have to get your lifesteal. You could try to lifesteal through it. Oh, she tried so hard. I was rooting for you, Rice. Mid lane Phoenix. That was a T1 stop. That's ouch. At 30 minutes in the game, you're level 20, and you get stopped at a T1. Mid lane Phoenix goes down, and they are aggressing on the Titan. Hoi trying to go for the Hachiman, doesn't get really any damage onto him though. And that's the Titan. That was a quickly burnt Titan, I will have to admit. So that was just, I think that there were a few good steals, but otherwise Michigan was pretty much in control of that for the most part. And I really can't. I think it was like this Hachiman. It was kind of the ADC builds, and just a bunch of damage coming out from this Vulcan. Soul was doing an amazing job. Don't get me wrong, but it's not the same kind of damage. You know, there's one thing to get hit by Vulcan ult and all of a sudden have no health.